What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. We're going to be doing our daily Manchester City transfer update. So if you are enjoying the content, you want to stay in the loop with the latest Manchester City transfer news, then make sure that you do subscribe. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. We are aiming now for 20,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. Don't forget also social media links in the description below, sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Leave a thumbs up on this video if you do enjoy this video. Once again, the like goal is 300 likes, and also don't forget, most importantly, let me know your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say with regards to these transfers. So without further ado, we're going to crack on with this video, and we're going to start off with the outs, and it actually isn't out for a player, but more staff at Manchester City. Now, Manchester City assistant manager Juanma Lillo, he's a target for Chile national team to be appointed as their new manager. Now, Sports Witness are reporting via sources from Chile that Lillo's name was mentioned several times in a meeting between the Chilean FA as they are looking to appoint a new national team boss. So it means that Manchester City, under Pep Guardiola, could be losing their third assistant manager after previously losing Dominic Torrent and also Mikel Arteta. So that's really interesting. If Lillo does leave, who would be the new Manchester City assistant manager? Imagine the rumour mill will be going into full swing with regards to that, so I do find that interesting, so I will keep you posted on what happens there. But it is another little blow as things just are starting now finally to settle down a little bit at Manchester City, and a familiar routine is starting to get underway after it being a little bit unsettled, so to speak, with what was happening with Pep and his new contract and his backroom staff and everything. So yeah, it'd be a little bit of a blow to City, and if Lillo does go to manage Chile and he won't be able to do both jobs, then yeah, City would need a new assistant manager. So who would City target? That's very interesting. But yeah, so moving on to the ins, we haven't got too much news over the last couple of days. It's been very quiet, so there isn't really too much to speak of, and I'm not expecting too much news going into the weekend either. So if you want any videos for me to do that's transfer related, please do let me know in the comments below, and I'll see what I can do about distributing these videos for you over the weekend, because I'm expecting it to be really quiet when it comes to transfer news. Now, I just want to speak about Houssem Aouar real quickly, but Manchester City will going to be without Kevin De Bruyne for between 4 and 6 weeks. It's been announced by Pep Guardiola today after picking up a niggling little hamstring injury. So he's going to be out for the next 4 to 6 weeks, and he's going to be missing some very important games, including the game at Anfield coming up in just a couple of weeks' time. So that's a big blow to Manchester City, and I was just wondering before I did this video, are Manchester City going to be tempted here maybe to try and dip into the transfer market? The transfer market is obviously open until January 31st. So I'm just wondering now, may City look to maybe just dip into the market a little bit? Now, we know City looking at defensive midfielders. We know that Fernandinho could well be leaving Manchester City at the end of the season. His contract is up, and I'd imagine that City would be targeting to bring in a like-for-like defensive midfielder. And so I'm looking then more towards central midfielders. At this moment in time, in terms of natural central midfielders, we've got Ilkay Gundogan, who's fit, and Phil Foden, that is also fit. Now, we know Fernandinho can cover there, but in my opinion, he's a better defensive midfielder. I imagine Rodri could slot in there again. He's a defensive midfielder. And then we've got Bernardo Silva, who obviously plays out on the wing and then can play through the centre and does do a good job there as well for Manchester City. So I'm just wondering now, with De Bruyne being injured, an injury to Phil Foden or an injury to Gundogan or Bernardo Silva, and all of a sudden it's looking very bleak. We're playing every 3 to 4 days from now until the international break. That's in March. That's still 2 months away. I just feel like there is a solution out there for Manchester City, and that comes in the form of Houssem Aouar. Now, we know he's available already, 50 to 60 million euros. City have 50 to 60 million euros. As far as I'm aware, City do have a slot available for a non-homegrown player as well in our squad. So if we did want to bring Aouar in, we can do that in this window. It's all quiet on there. We know Arsenal are interested in him, but he's a player that does sit in a deeper role. He's not exactly a like-for-like for Kevin De Bruyne, but he is a player that certainly likes to do a box-to-box duty. Reminds me a lot of Ilkay Gundogan. Very aggressive in the tackle. He's an extremely good passer, good distributor of the football, and he's good with his movement as well. I just think he'd add a lot of energy to Manchester City's midfield, which in my opinion does lack a little bit of energy in there. Also lacks a bit of creativity, so I wouldn't say no to a creative central midfielder like a David Silva replacement. But yeah, Houssem Aouar, name being mentioned, he's a player that interests me and excites me a lot, and I just wanted to know your thoughts that if he could be signed in this window to help Manchester City in central midfield, would you go for him? Yay or nay? Like I said, he's a really dynamic player, and he's a player that I would love to see Manchester City sign. I'd love to see him in a City shirt. Every time we've played Lyon, he's always looked relatively comfortable, borderline fantastic every time we've played against Lyon. He's always been one of the most impressive players there. He's just full of energy, and I just feel like right now we're in a very important part of the season. We have a lot of momentum going for us, and for that reason I just see Manchester City not doing anything about it. And so much in the short term, I'm not too sure that Kevin De Bruyne's injury will impact us too much, but we've got some massive games coming up. Games against Liverpool, we've got a game against Spurs coming up, we've got that big Champions League first leg match coming up as well. So I just feel like City, if they wanted to do any reinforcement, I feel like now would be a really good time to go about that. By the time you've scouted players, and it takes months and months to get deals sorted, I already know that City have already scouted Aouar, they've already spoke with Lyon, they know the availability of that. We know that Aouar would be interested in a move to England, and I imagine that City would, I wouldn't have thought it'd be a problem for us to persuade him to join Manchester City either. So it's just a fact of paying what Lyon want for him. Like I said, been previously quoted, Arsenal have of around 50 to 60 million euros, so if they would negotiate with that, and if City were happy to pay that, then would you make the move? Like I said, this is a time where if City want to make a move in the transfer market, then now, in my opinion, would be a good time to go and do that. So yeah, just chucking that one out there. I'd love to have a bit of discussion, a bit of for and against, so much so to speak, of signing Houssem Aouar. So I'd love to know your thoughts of that in the comments below. So yeah, there we go, that's been the video. Like I said, very quiet out there. If there was more news stories, I'd like to bring them to you, but there isn't too much out there at this moment in time. It's very, very quiet, unusually quiet. So I'm just wondering if City are just working on things behind the scenes that haven't quite leaked into the press, or leaked anywhere with rumours or anything. I don't know. Anyway, if you have enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up on this video so I know that you did enjoy this video. We're aiming for 300 likes, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also to leave your thoughts in the comments below, as I'm always interested in what you do have to say. Houssem Aouar, yay or nay? Would you make the move now? Would you make the move in the summer maybe? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget also to subscribe if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. We are aiming for 20,000 subscribers now, so any help towards that would be much appreciated. It also keeps you in the loop with the latest Manchester City transfer news. We're doing daily Manchester City transfer updates, and also don't forget social media links in the description below, and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Yay, we made it to 8 minutes. Done really well there. That's good. But yeah, I'll see you all again tomorrow for, well, hopefully tomorrow anyway, for the next daily Manchester City transfer update, if that will be a transfer video related of some kind, or I'll see you all again later on this evening for the match in the FA Cup between Manchester City and Cheltenham Town away from home in the FA Cup 4th round live watch along, so I'll see you all for that. So I've been JSGC, thank you everyone for watching, I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.